Cornet. Getting a chance. Stauskas, Daniel Tice, Juwan Morgan. Cornet drives. Can't get at the ball. Going to be interested to see if Duncan Robinson possibly gets back in the rotation. Starting with game 3 as Oladipo connects. These games are the worst to broadcast when it's like this. When you're an official, you hate long games like this that can't end. And for a lot of players, you're just like, although some of these, just to get a chance to be able to play in the conference final, a nice opportunity is Highsmith.
Well, they work hard. I mean, they're putting in the same amount of work as Martin hit the 3 without getting an opportunity. But it's interesting, you know, blowout last night in Golden State, blowout here.
Stauskas, nice speed, and Tice throws it down. 121 points for the Celtics. We still have 3:20 remaining. Jimmy Butler and the Heat could not work that second half magic. Butler finished with 29. Eric said, nice little touch on the floor.
No, he does. He has great touch. Really good offensive skill.
Coach, I know the answer both ways, but I like to hear your input. I know what you would do with Eric Spoelstra coming off this loss. Coming off a beatdown in the fashion that your team displayed in this game 2. What's the mindset heading into tomorrow? What are you talking about?
Well, I think Eric Spoelstra will have his team's attention just by the sheer humiliation of getting blown out at home. The hard part to me is having your team, if you're the Celtics, in a quick turnaround, like not subconsciously feel too good about themselves. And it's not easy.
And I believe you can't lie. You can't create some stuff that you didn't do, but you could. There's some things that we could have done better, and you point those things out while acknowledging the brilliance that we displayed.
Well, look at Udoka. It's really one of the most impressive first-year head coaching jobs we've seen in a while. It's his first time as a head coach on any level. Obviously paid his dues as an assistant. Did it with San Antonio, with Philadelphia, last year with Brooklyn. But when you talk to the players about him, they have such trust in him, and they talk about his poise and his confidence.
And we saw in game 1, Grant Williams and him at an exchange. I've seen that before where the coach would blow up. A former player understood the frustration, walked away, acknowledged it, and I'm sure he dealt with it, but he led, even in that period.
Juwan Morgan gets fouled. You get a chance at the free throw line with 2:01 remaining.
I think a lot of times playing experience is undervalued when you talk about coaching experience. It's two different things, but when you're in the NBA, if you're paying attention and you're smart and you've played for a long period of time, that's valuable experience when it comes to how to deal with situations, because it's not just an X and O job. It's dealing with people in situations like you were mentioning with Grant Williams.
Udoka has seen it all in his playing career. As it took him a while to get to the NBA, played in leagues like the IBL, the NBDL, had to go over to Europe and play, and finally got to the NBA, played 7 seasons, parts of 7 seasons with 5 different teams, so he has seen the game from so many different angles. From a coaching standpoint, when you guys sit and talk to him, what impresses you the most about him as Cornet backs it in?
Well, I got to know him through USA Basketball. He helped Greg Popovich, obviously, was on his staff for so very long. And it was the traits that you mentioned earlier. He combines, as Stauskas is hobbling off, he combines great knowledge with tremendous poise and confidence.
And I agree. Cool, calm, and collective. What you see right now during the course of the game is the same guy you see in the back talking to him one-on-one. We asked him before game 1, how did you sleep? Or before game 7, I slept fine. That's who he is. Prepared, and ready. And he's absolutely done an incredible job.
Meanwhile, Stauskas obviously in some pain, going right back to the locker room.
And I'll tell you what I think also is underrated for all the teams left playing right now. The head coach got to pick his staff. It's not always what happens in today's NBA where there's a lot of voices in who picks a staff. All 4 teams left, and I think that breeds coaching chemistry. And if you can't expect to have better playing chemistry than coaching chemistry.
Amen.
You know, another thing in terms of coaches as Neesmith comes out of the pack, we always talk about the players. Boy, he really got better. He worked on his game. Look how much better he is this year. Coaches improve from different situations they're in and learning from year to year and come back a much better coach than they were the year before. Lays it up and in. They wind this down. And the Boston Celtics with a magnificent performance, beat down here in Game 2 over the Miami Heat. And once again, they bounce back after a loss.
Duncan Robinson, a little shaken up.
The Celtic fans here in attendance, they're still here and they're cheering. Now Miami are just inbound. Meanwhile, the first home loss of the playoffs for the Heat, they were 7-0. But get blown out on their home floor here in Game 2. Eastern Conference Finals all tied up at 1 apiece, as it will now head to Boston for Games 3 and 4. Marcus Smart's return. What a bonus for the Boston Celtics.